friends, Romans, countrymen, anyone who's watching besides our grandma.
Hi, Grandma!
In our last video, when we drew our lives, we mentioned that as adoptees we get a lot of weird looks and even weirder questions.
We thought we'd cut down on the weird social interactions we have in our life. So today, in our newest episode of Searching, the Alexis Seymour story, we'd bring to you 5 things you never knew about foster care and adoption.
Number 4 will shock you.
If you have a phobia of lightning, leave.
Number 1.
Just because someone isn't the same race as their parents or siblings doesn't necessarily mean that they were adopted from overseas.
People assuming I don't speak English or do speak Spanish or asking where I'm really from gets pretty old.
Number 2.
On a similar note, everybody's story is different. Kids and parents end up together in lots of different ways.
International, domestic, private agencies, foster care, foster parents that decide to adopt, grandparents and relatives that take in children, babies, older kids.
Also, orphanages aren't really a thing in the US anymore. So if you're thinking of as foster kids as waifs in 2 straight lines, eating porridge and cleaning floors, you're probably a little confused.
And yes, we are aware of Annie, and Madelyn, and Anne of Green Gables. All of them. We are aware. Don't ask.
Number 3.
Some of us still have relationships with their birth families, and some don't. Open adoptions, where people are still in contact with their birth families, are actually quite common.
Just like adoptive parents have lots of reasons for adopting, there are lots of reasons why birth parents give up or lose custody of their kids.
Number 4.
Foster or adopted kids are not necessarily problem kids or more trouble than normal kids. Just because we don't live with our biological parents doesn't mean we're necessarily less trustworthy.
And not all of us have special needs. I mean, some of us, we've had past trauma in our lives that could lead to special needs. I mean, I'm dyslexic, and I had to take eye therapy when I was younger, but I don't know if that was because I had a hard childhood.
Number 5.
And yes, last one, we are real sisters.
How can we be sure any of us are real, Drew? I mean, maybe these walls, the air, the very bed we sit on are all part of a computer simulation.
Anyway, we get it a lot. People will ask, are you guys real sisters? Or they'll ask our parents, are you their real parents? And I think what they mean to say is, are you their biological relative? But, I mean, it's well-intentioned, but when you say it the other way, it's rude and it gets annoying. So basically, there you have it. An adoptive family is just like any other family. A family that loves and cares for each other.
Adoptees and adoptive parents and birth parents are all regular people in an unusual circumstance. We can only speak from our experience, but if you have more questions, leave them down in the comments below and we'll try to respond. I think that's it for this video, so I guess we'll say...
Oh, wait! We got so caught up with our list that we forgot to tell them about the quest update.
Oh, yeah, we have big news.
After Thanksgiving, we are driving down to Ephesus.
Just a road trip to my birth town.
Anyway, the agency that Alex was adopted from shut down a long time ago, so it's going to be really hard finding the documents that we need.
But I was in foster care in Ephesus for a little bit, so we do have some leads.
We might have to actually dig through some stuff. Like records from last century.
Last millennium.
Back when they used to keep stuff on real paper. Do you think we'll have to dig through some old crypts?
I see a lot of tedious paper sorting in our future. Anyways, if all goes well, next week's video will be from Ephesus.
Anyways, I think that's it. We covered it all, right? For real this time?
Yes.
Okay, see you guys next time. Bye!